Alright, so what I'm going to go through today is how to add categories and menus to your class blog, and this is just to help organize your posts. They will still appear in your normal feed, they'll just go to this place as well, and feel free to pause at any time. So to add your categories, you'll have to hover over posts and then go to categories and click on that one. And you'll have a page that looks like this. Now for the class blog, you may want the learning areas, special events. If you've got things that are updates for parents, you may want a category for that. It really depends how you're using your class blog to what categories you're going to categorize your posts on. I'll start with learning areas. So we're just going to type into this box here. And this one is going to have no parent, and you just click add category and it'll pop over here. Now for the next one, we'll start with literacy and we'll make the parent learning areas. And you'll see over here it sits underneath that. You can go ahead and add the rest of them. I'll add a few more. So we'll do numeracy. Note the parent stays there so you don't have to change anything. And I'll do a different one without a parent. Just remember, if it's not anything to do with the learning area, so I'm going to call this one special events. So that's for excursions, sports days, Harmony Day, things that come up throughout the year that you want to go in their own spot and you don't want a parent for this one, and go add new category. Okay, so we'll pretend that we have done all of the learning areas. Just go to the curriculum if you need to check which ones to have on there. Don't forget to add the new digital technologies strand as well. Now to add a menu, you are going to go over here and you're going to go to appearance and you're going to hover. Don't click yet, and then you're going to click on menus. And this is what you will get. Menu name, you can just call it main menu, and then you'll go create. This is if one is not created for you already. Sometimes you will have one there. Now you will want to add a home page, because when people are navigating around the blog, you want them to be able to go back to the very start. So it is important to add home. So we'll do that one very first, and that'll just sit up there. Now we want to add our categories. And obviously when most used, you haven't used any yet, so nothing's going to come up. You need to go to view all. And you tick all of the ones that you need. If that's all of them, you go select all. You don't really need to have uncategorized, though. You can just leave that. And then we're going to go add to menu. And you'll notice they're all sitting flush up the side here. That means they're all going to have their own tab. We don't really want that, because by the time you add all of your learning areas, you are going to have more. So if you click and drag and see how it pops to the side and then you can drop it, that's going to create a drop down menu. And you can do that for all of your learning areas. And then I like to keep special events out separately because it's not the learning areas. If you've got anything to do with parents, keep that separate as well. And then you're going to go save menu. Now on most themes, your menu will go to the top, but on this theme that I have, it says it does not support menus, but you can use them in your sidebars by adding a custom menu widget on the widget screen. So we're going to go do that now, and I'll show you where it is. We're still in appearance, we're going to click on widgets. And then I'll change themes and I'll show you where it is in another spot as well. So this is just the sidebar, what you see on the side of the post. And just here you've got custom menu. I'm going to click, hold, and drag that across. And I'm going to stick that at the top. Doesn't really need a title, and we're going to select the main menu. And we're going to save. And I'll show you what that looks like. So here we go, you have all of your content, scrolling content here, and this is where your menu has been added. So you can see when I hover over home, nothing happens. When I hover over learning areas, they pop out. I suppose instead of a drop down, when your menu's up the top, it will be a drop down. When it's on the side, it comes out like this, and then I've got all of my widgets underneath. Now, you've got your categories, you've got some organization to your blog, and now I'm just going to show you how to add them to your posts. So we'll go back to our dashboard. Super easy. We'll add a new post. You type in everything as usual, type in your title, type in your content, and down the side here you've got categories. So say you're sharing what you're doing in literacy at the moment, you tick literacy. If it fits into more than one learning area, tick that. If it's a special event but also fits into a learning area, you can also do that. And then I will go publish and I'll show you what it will look like. We'll jump back over to the blog once it's published. Okay, so I'm going to go back and visit my site. Okay, so here my post will appear as usual. You'll see here it's got what category it's in. Say you've got, it's a bit way through the year, and you've got multiple posts up. Say a parent or a student just wants to see what's being posted, they can go to learning areas. I want to see what we've been posting about literacy. I'll click on the literacy tab and it'll bring up every single post that you have categorized under literacy. So that just helps, especially if you're posting quite frequently. It saves people scrolling through, so it's really good to have this menu. Now I'm just going to change the theme so I can show you where the menu will go. A lot of the themes are different, so you may have to have a play just to see what they're like. If we go, let's go class. I just want to do the real simple one that it starts with, and I'll show you what that looks like. Now you'll see on here this account that I've got isn't pro. I do recommend upgrading to a pro or having your account upgraded. You get heaps more features and I can go through those as well. So we're just going to go to EduBlog's default and we're going to activate it. This is the one that your blogs come with when you first sign up. Right, so we've got our new theme, which means the menu is most likely to be in a different spot. And this theme that I've chosen, I know it automatically comes with it, so we need to go make our menu again. So our menu's here, it stayed as main menu, but what we need to now do is tick primary menu and click save. That'll pop it up the top of the blog, and this is what it'll look like using this theme. It'll go up the top and it'll be a drop down. So that's it, you just really got to have a play. Most of them will be up the top, but some you will have to add that widget in, and if you don't remember how to do that, that's fine. Pause the video and take it back to wherever you need to remember whatever was up. So yeah, happy blogging, guys.